The rumor cycle around Nikon's next flagship mirrorless camera is starting to feel unusually intense, almost like the industry is collectively waiting for something big to drop. The Nikon Z9 already made a strong statement when it launched, redefining what a professional mirrorless body could handle in terms of speed, reliability, and all-around performance. But now, attention is shifting toward what comes next: the Nikon Z9 II. And if the current wave of leaks and speculation is even partially accurate, this won't just be a routine refresh. It could be a fundamental redesign of Nikon's flagship philosophy, blending traditional high-end photography with serious cinema-level technology in a way we haven't really seen before in a mirrorless body. What makes the Nikon Z9 II conversation so interesting is the direction it appears to be heading. Instead of a small incremental update, early discussions suggest Nikon may be aiming for a generational leap. In the early 2026 rumor landscape, the Nikon Z9 II is being described less like a successor and more like a reinvention. Some of the speculation even frames it as a compact system that borrows heavily from Hollywood cinema pipelines, especially following Nikon's connection with Red Digital Cinema. That alone has sparked a wave of expectations around what this camera might actually become. The original Z9 already pushed boundaries with its stacked 45.7 megapixel sensor and impressive burst performance, but the Nikon Z9 II is rumored to take things significantly further. One of the most discussed points is a new 46 megapixel stacked CMOS sensor that is reportedly much faster than its predecessor. Some leaks suggest up to 3.5 times faster in readout performance. If true, this improvement wouldn't just be about speed on paper. It would directly affect how the camera handles motion, rolling shutter, and continuous shooting performance in real-world scenarios. Interestingly, instead of moving toward a global shutter design, which has its own trade-offs, Nikon is rumored to be doubling down on stacked sensor architecture. The goal appears to be achieving near-global shutter-like performance without sacrificing dynamic range. One of the leaked figures mentions a sync speed of up to 1/720th of a second, which would significantly reduce distortion in fast-moving scenes. For sports photographers, wildlife shooters, and anyone working with rapid motion, this kind of improvement could make a noticeable difference in usability. Another rumored highlight is the base ISO behavior. The Nikon Z9 II is said to potentially start at ISO 32, which is unusually low for a flagship mirrorless camera. This would hint at a sensor designed for exceptional highlight retention and smooth tonal gradation. In practical terms, it could allow photographers to capture images with a wider dynamic range and more flexibility in bright conditions. Combined with Nikon's already strong color science, this could push image quality closer to medium format territory in certain shooting conditions. Where things start to feel even more ambitious is in the processing power. The Nikon Z9 II is rumored to feature a next-generation image processor, sometimes referred to in leaks as an Xe8 architecture. While naming details remain unconfirmed, the expectation is clear: significantly higher processing speed and efficiency. This isn't just about faster file handling, it directly impacts autofocus tracking, buffer clearing, burst shooting, and overall responsiveness. One of the most striking claims surrounding this processor is the possibility of full-resolution RAW continuous shooting at up to 60 frames per second. Even more extreme is the rumored 120 FPS RAW burst mode in DX crop format. To put that into perspective, the original Z9 could only achieve such extreme frame rates in JPEG mode, not RAW. If the Nikon Z9 II can actually deliver RAW files at those speeds, it would represent a major leap forward for sports and wildlife photography, where capturing the exact moment is everything. This kind of performance would position the Nikon Z9 II as a true action powerhouse. Sports photographers, in particular, could benefit from the ability to shoot high-speed sequences without sacrificing post-production flexibility. Wildlife shooters tracking unpredictable subjects would also gain more usable frames per burst. In essence, it would reduce the risk of missing critical moments, which is often the most important factor in these fields. But perhaps the most talked about development in all of these rumors is Nikon's growing relationship with Red Digital Cinema. Since Nikon's acquisition of Red, there has been widespread speculation about how deeply that technology would integrate into Nikon's camera ecosystem. The Nikon Z9 II appears to be the first major candidate for that integration. The original Z9 already supports 8K video recording, but it still has limitations, particularly in terms of sensor utilization and open-gate recording flexibility. The Nikon Z9 II, however, is rumored to take a much more aggressive step forward. One of the key leaks suggests support for 12-bit R3D RAW video recording, along with 8.3K open-gate recording in a 3:2 aspect ratio at up to 60 frames per second. If this proves accurate, it would effectively bring Red-level cinema capabilities into a hybrid mirrorless body. This is where the Nikon Z9 II begins to feel less like a traditional stills camera and more like a compact cinema rig. Open-gate recording allows filmmakers to capture the full sensor area, giving them more flexibility in reframing, stabilization, and aspect ratio adjustments in post-production. Combined with Red RAW codecs, it would offer a level of color grading control and dynamic range that is typically reserved for dedicated cinema cameras. There are also rumors that Nikon may introduce new LUT-based workflows for both photography and video. This would allow creators to preview final color grades directly in camera, streamlining production pipelines and helping bridge the gap between shooting and post-production. If implemented well, it could significantly speed up workflows for professionals who deliver content under tight deadlines. Ultimately, the Nikon Z9 II represents a larger shift happening across the industry. Cameras are no longer being judged purely on resolution or burst speed. Instead, the focus is moving toward versatility, processing intelligence, and hybrid capability. If Nikon executes even part of what is being rumored, the Z9 II could stand as one of the most important professional camera releases of its time, one that doesn't just upgrade the Z9, but redefines what a flagship mirrorless system can be.